Hello everyone. Do you feel triggered by the background? If you do, you should definitely seek comfort via counseling, and of course, the taxpayers should bear the cost for such a huge emergency because the scarring induced is deep and of course, everyone else is responsible for your feelings. If you're not triggered by the background, you're even more disconnected from reality because you already do pay for this if you're an American. In fact, the triggering I'm causing now is even bigger than what is already used as a reason to seek counseling these days. University students in Massachusetts who were upset by an image of a Confederate flag sticker on another student's laptop were offered counseling services at Framingham State University, writes Breitbart. The offer came after the university's Chief Diversity and Inclusion Officer, Sean Huddleston, described the display of the small Confederate flag sticker as a bias incident. According to Metro West Daily News, students filed 2 bias reports within the past month as a result of a student displaying the flag in some way. The most recent bias incident, reported on November 19, was a report of a student having seen a Confederate flag sticker on another student's laptop. In an email to students, Huddleston did not declare a ban on displaying the flag, but claimed that it upsets some students. MRC-TV obtained the email in which Huddleston wrote, quote, "The FSU Bias Protocol and Response Team has been made aware of the incident and will meet to determine any measures that may be needed to respond to the incident. Our primary goal continues to be to expeditiously address and resolve incidents of bias that impede our progress toward a welcoming and inclusive campus community." Many see the Confederate flag as an inflammatory symbol of oppression and constant reminder of a dark period in the history of the United States in which slavery was legal, Huddleston continued, while others may simply view this flag as a symbol of shared Southern heritage and in memory of the Civil War. Huddleston said the flag and other symbols are not condoned by Framingham State University as they violate the core values of our institution and not considered consistent with our desire to maintain a safe, respectful, and welcoming campus community for all. Well, I do have a question. Where can I file a bias incident after I learned that Framingham State is a member of the Information Services Instructions Board, ISIS? You see, I'm triggered by this. Wait, what? It's just a coincidence and it's not the university fault? Well, so what? It's also a coincidence that fools call this the Confederate flag, which is not. This is the Confederate flag, but nobody seems to care. So why should I care about the unfortunate coincidences of Framingham State University? In the age of me, and the age of perpetual offense, what I feel is the most important thing in the world. And I feel that progress is being impeded because Fram State is a member of ISIS. In fact, I'm literally triggered now. Look, I'm shaking. I need a cigarette to calm down. Now, isn't it interesting how you can claim to be oppressed and at the same time to have a huge institutionalized apparatus at your disposal that will respond on its own and form a task force to make sure you get comforted after having seen something you don't like on the corner of a laptop? I mean, can you imagine the oppression that these students are being subjected to? It's also interesting to notice that task forces need to be formed for seeing a flag that doesn't even represent what they think it does, and also students tend to riot over things that did not happen at all, and yes, I'm looking at you, Mizzou, but when the flag of a real place with real slavery, real oppression, real extremism, and real bigotry that exists in real life today, when such a flag is being waved on a campus, these special snowflakes barely notice. In fact, some may even approve. Some approve it so much that they do this. And again, no hurt feelings task force is needed. Birmingham State University was recently given the Higher Education Excellence in Diversity Award, which is bestowed on colleges by a racialist agitprop for-profit company which purports to publish the oldest and largest diversity magazine and website in higher education. Isn't it nice? Because surely nothing says diversity more than having a monolithic community where any dissenters are swiftly put in line and the establishment is coddled for its hurt feelings by a special task force dedicated on this topic. Yep, seems legit. Ultimately, what is there to say about such whiny crybabies, most of whom having known exactly 0 days of real work with real people in the real, non-coddled world? I suppose I could say that in the real world, nobody gives a flying toss that your feelings have been hurt. Likewise, nobody cares at all that the progress towards a welcoming and inclusive planet that caters to your every whim has been impeded. But I would be wasting my time and yours. For as long as adults refuse to be adults and tell these children that no, it doesn't matter you've been offended, grow up. Until that happens, no genuine progress can occur. And for now, the other adults have every incentive to nurture this institutionalized retardation. And yes, it is retardation, no matter how triggering that word may sound. This isn't higher learning, unless you consider higher to mean being higher than kindergarten. That's all I have to say. Thanks for watching.